see if I can try get this around. Yeah, baby. Okay, let's set up a few more things. I'll wait a little bit longer. See how long it takes for people to join. No spoilers. My friends are trying to spoil the game for me. Freaking sucks. Oh. The best physio appointment today. Straight out my back. Feels so fresh and flexible. people have been typing. Hey. Good. That was meant to be scary like a ghost. So are you guys watching? Yes, I am. I am here. Sorry, I was on my phone. I'm such a bad streamer. No! I am here. Can you guys not hear me? It's probably because the stream's not up to date. Just wait. I'll just type it. Game's pretty loud. Okay, I'll lower it. Is that better? You guys tell me if that's better. Is there any other audio that might need adjusting? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Excellent. I assume you guys can hear me. Alright. Shall we get started? A little. Yeah. I'll turn up my volume just a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? The game is the same volume as me. How about now? Can you guys, is it easier to hear me now? Yeah, okay, awesome. Should we get started? Should we get started? I'm gonna start. Alright. Please enter my name. What should my name be? What should my name be, chat? Oh, that's sad. Don't leave. What should my name be? You gotta give me a name first. Mott. Mott. That's all good. Mott it will be then. Alright. I don't know why. Hey. Oh my god, it's this! This is where this music's from! Oh! This is where it's from? This is where that music's from? Oh, wow. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Should I? Sayori. Okay. Sayori. Where did you get? Dominus. Cosplay. Should I do a voice? Is that gonna be annoying? I'm gonna do a voice. Hi! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that's wrong. That was me. You say that like we were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Mott. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Don't do a voice! Not the loud coming over. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mott, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? Oh my god, that makes so much sense now. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. What about the Doki Literature Club? I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. God bless. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. NEET? What is NEET? Sayori. Sayori. Okay. Does that make more sense? Yes. What's a NEET? Chat, what's NEET? I'm gonna be able to find a video of Tom voicing Sayori. Let me see if I can find it. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. In education, employment, and training. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. God, this is gonna be wonderful for my dyslexia. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, what a transition. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Saori? Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Well, I just want to point out as well, when you boot up the game, the first thing that comes up is that every single character in this game is over 18 years old. That is the first thing that comes up. They have to specify that each character in this game is above 18 years old. Food for thought. Food for thought. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you'd come to my club. Sayori. Yay! There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. God, I hope everyone's enjoying this, because I certainly am. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. So is the school Doki Doki, and then we join the literature club. You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. Alright. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Not education. I wouldn't say enjoyment is the word. Well, I certainly am having a great deal of fun. Alright. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Oh, makes sense. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki... Hold on, I'm scrolling back in chat. Someone said that was their favorite. Is that you, CJ? Monica. Oh, no, okay. Not Natsuki. Made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Hallway. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cup. What? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, hi. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Does she just? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Mott, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Blank space. All words escape me in this situation. I don't blame Mott. Natsuki is Grace's favorite. Okay. Doki Doki is like onomatopoeia for like your harp. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. He's not wrong though. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki? So that's Natsuki. Okay, that makes so much sense why that's Grace's favorite. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. That's so Grace. That is so Grace. She is also one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Okay, so she made the cupcakes. You can just... I didn't read that. Sayori says quietly into my ear, I accidentally press a space bar again. I'm just gonna put my hands to the side. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. And this is Yuri. Oh, Yuri. The smartest in the club. God damn. God damn it. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Cool, very cool, Mott. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Ah, that's right. It's great to see you again, Mott. Monica smiles sweetly. Okie doke. If you missed test, press the history button and it should... Ah, awesome, thank you. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. You don't say. Basically completely out of my... Yeah, that sounds about right. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Mott. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I feel like there is going to be such dark shit coming later in this game. I feel like there's going to be a murderer or some shit, or there's going to be some demon sacrifices. I feel like this is the type of game where shit is going to hit the fans at such a velocity. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. God, these poses. Group. I watched for 30 seconds just to be inside. Natsuki. I'm saying that! Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. I'm at work, but enjoy. Oh, thanks, Max. As Sori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Okay. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. It is Yuri, right? Yuri? Or Yuri? So, like that? Yeah? And Natsuki. Alright. I'm getting all these pronunciations force-fed to me through multiple group chats at the moment. Can't really even help by typing how to pronounce it properly. Because it's kind of specific, short, sharp, but Natsuki. Natsuki. That's quite right. There's a soft U. Okay. I'll learn it. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table tray in hand. Fucking god. Okay, are you ready? I'm sorry if there's a prolific echo as well. This is not the room for when there's marble everywhere and there's the wide concrete walls. There's no like carpet or anything, so there's just a lot of reverb. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be watching this back like after the stream to see how I did, and I'm gonna like die. Ta-da! Ew. Or is that? Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Yo! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we use to make ears. Oh, that's adorable. So cute! I'm gonna forget voices soon. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Suri grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Well done. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... ... exclamation mark. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. Not for you, you know, you dummy. I'm such a talented reader. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Hi, Yuri. Hi. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? You know what? I think I like Yuri, you know? Off the bat, Yuri's my favorite. No reason. No reason at all. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not true. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri friendly. Hold on. There is a dog noise. I'm gonna go see if the dog's okay. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. The pup was having a bad dream. She was walking. She was like chasing something in her dream, so she was making the little sleep bark. You know, that sort of noise. It was adorable. Okay. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. So, have we met? Monica. Yeah, so this is CJ's favorite character. Okay. Right. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised, Monica. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Yuri. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Oh no. Hold on, I'm reading this chat. It's pronounced Naomi. If you watch Abroad in Japan, he has a mate with that name. Oh, devil laugh. Okay, why is... It's weird, Tom's live right now. I was gonna do an instant. I should live stream too, taking... Right, I've started a trend. Now everyone wants to live stream. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know what? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. There's someone for everyone. I can see why this game was so popular back when... When did this game come out? Chat, help me. I don't want to fire up Chrome at the moment. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. I feel you there. So, Mott, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Yuri, I do not read at all. Considering how, yeah, there you go. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Excellent choice. Excellent choice, Mott. I mutter quietly to myself. Manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh! It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. It can, Yuri. It will. Maybe it will. I don't know. What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Yeah, I did. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Oh. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. So are we thinking Lord of the Rings? And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of her own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Cool. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Horror, you say? I read a horror book once. Yeah, it was a Goosebumps book all the way back in year 1. Never slept well again. I desperately grasped something I can't relate to at the minimal level. Yeah. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, it just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Saori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute! I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking at the moment. I'm not gonna say because... Oh, I need to stop. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Nut. I just said Natsuki. Ooh. Monica sounds the most manly. 2016, 2017. I was so close. Okay, so 2017. Go on. Grace! Grace, no. No, I don't know if I want to. Alright, it takes confidence. The trust form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest riches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. I just looked at chat. I just see pussy. Okay, look at that! Okay. I have no idea. Nat and Yuri. Natsuki, I'm sorry, Grace, but I can only think of you as Natsuki. Natsuki. It's so fun. Like, in my head, it's your voice that I'm reading Natsuki's in. I can't replicate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just so... Natsuki and Yuri look quizzical at Monica. Quizzically. Oh goodness. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Sayori in there with the clutch of optimism. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. That's right. Isn't that right, Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Mott, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-handed decision when it's like this? I'm sorry, I looked at chat and there's a brownie face. Grace has put a brownie face. Oh, goodness. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. This mindset, Mom. What is this mindset? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, these girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her. Is there any other dudes in this game? Just no reason. I'm not asking for anything in particular. I'm just wondering if there's guys, Yeah. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? No men, only women. It's the Sigma male grind set. It's not a line set. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. So do I get prompts? Would I get prompts and stuff? Is that how that works? Yeah, the whole point is that you're the only man. I think canonically, you don't need to be a man. They didn't give me the option. They didn't give me an option to say that I'm a dude. I feel like whoever made this game, they know their target audience. They know their target audience doesn't need the option. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Mott, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori, I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! What's going on? So intrigued. And he doesn't know, does he? I love Natsuki, but no correlation. Come on, knows nothing. I'm sorry, it's just the voice I read it in. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Hello? Oh, fade to black. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes you. Oh. I've gravitated towards Yuri for no reason whatsoever, so... Cheeks. Let's have a look. Scars. Heart. No, heart. Spinning, dazzle, poof, time, flower, charm, heaven sent. Contamination, flying, unstable, flower, poof, spin, let's go heaven sent. Adventure, kawaii, parfait, sweet, peace, empty, vanilla, horror, dark, skipping. Horror, insight, disaster, covert, uncanny, lust, massacre, waterfall, pure, effulgent? Is that effulgent? Starscape. Insight. Inferno. Anger, frightening, loud, electricity, death, disown, headphones, rain club. Let's go. Death? Lollipop, cloud, suicide, joy, breath, promise, tears, vivid color, candy. Lollipop. Despise, dance, lucky, forgive, memories, existence, secretive, bed, laugh, twirl. Laugh. Oh, I think I clicked something. Never mind. Uncontrollable whisper, alone, sticky, captive, marshmallow. Defeat. Passion. Philosophy. After image. Comfort. Lol, the dyslexic. We're like way back. Tom, is this only the first? Yeah, so like, off first assumption, that's my view of the characters, okay? I don't know if they will change later, but I have absolutely no idea about this game at all. I have no spoilers. I've stayed well clear of it on YouTube. I know there's theories and stuff. I assume, based off what's happened so far, that shit is gonna go dark really quickly. That's what I assume, okay? But for now, I have no idea what's going on. Playground, romance, pout, cheer, imagination, graveyard. This is gonna be the best poem ever. What should be like 4 words? Vibrant. Is this for a haiku or like a proper rhyming poem? Congruent. Vitality. Alright, here we go. This poem's gonna be the most angelic thing they've ever heard. Hi again, Mark. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mark. I don't think you get to see your own poem. Oh. But you see the others. Okay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. No, it's alright. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Can I put the chat? Oh, I can. Look at that. So can I? Is there like a? I was just wondering if there's like a way to make it see-through or something. I'm sure it probably is. I'll keep it off for now. I'll just keep it in OBS. I'm still learning how to use OBS. It's such a powerful tool. And it's surprisingly intuitive as well. I had no idea. But, you know, I only had to search up one tutorial, I think, online to just, like, set it up. But other than that, it's just been really easy to do. Like, I'm impressed. And this comes from someone who uses Adobe apps, like, every day. I have witnessed how full-on new software can be for new people. Adobe is not good with that. I know they're trying to get better, but OBS, great tool. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, click on it. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if your plan is just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Okay, I see the difference. I see the difference in between Grayson and Natsuki. Okay, I take it back. Okay. But there's a little bit of similarity. Come on. I don't think you get to see it. But you see it. Nerd. Don't call me a nerd. Don't call me a nerd, okay? Just because I learnt a valuable skill on how to use Adobe apps, okay? You know, I have that pamphlet here that we made for uni. I still have that here. Just fucking somewhere. Maybe. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you can't see it, but I'm holding it right now in all its glory. You know? Fuckers wish. Hey, ain't this shit fucking cool? Look at it. It looks so good. It's such a... Like, I don't believe how you guys... Nerd. Thank you. Why another set? No, don't call me a nerd! God damn it, I lose. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ma always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. And you're... Oh god. I feel like I'm misreading so many words. I'm not a nerd. Proceeds to... Oh, I'm never gonna get through this game if I keep getting bullied by the chat. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Hold on. It's trying to get me to do some boogers stuff. Oh, I'm just having trouble with the chat. That should work. Aha! Hold on. Not now. What the? Oh, I can do the chat like that. That's interesting. Okay, got it. Interesting. Don't show this again. Chat. Give me the chat back. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Just problems backstage. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Mott can become good friends too? Sorry. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I don't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yu reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I thought it was going to be a severed head and that's when it's going to go dark. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know! She even picked out the book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Me too. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Dang, we've been downgraded to the chat. I'm not a nerd. I'm sorry, CJ. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're downgraded to the chat. Too bad, so sad. Cry me a river. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Oh! Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Oh, that was supposed to be in the other book. Sorry. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Can I just say that Mott pulls. Like, despite this, all these girls, all over him. I don't know what this is. Mott, he's got something the rest of us men do not have. It's that Sigma grind set. It's the Sigma grind set. Oh goodness, I feel like modern culture's ruining this game. I was literally about to say he's got the Sigma grind set so he can riz up that level 10 yacht. I'm glad to hear. Once it started to pick, so the histories... Ah! Would you look at that? Once it started to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh, here we go. This is where it goes dark, I feel. Ominous eye cover, it's a cult book. It's a cult book. In it, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Is this a real book? Can someone in chat, like, is it a real book? I don't know. I don't read, so... Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves with her long-lost young sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? In it? I'm so sorry, I just opened a chat on my phone and I see Buff Natsuki. What is this? How can I be Natsuki when I have to compete with this? Maybe I'll cosplay her one day. I almost have the hair right now too. Oh, yo! It's kind of dark, isn't it? Oh. Sorry, just a moment. Yuri made it sound something. What was that? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere, indeed. Ah! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Oh. But are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mott? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their own sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Oh? When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The last I can do, the least... Oh my god! I'm so dyslexic. I just read least as last. It's wearing me down, guys. This game is wearing me down. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. I wonder what games Mott plays. Probably Call of Duty. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Vibes. Thank you. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that... Oh, is it a clip of Iron Mouse? There's a clip of Iron Mouse going on where it's like I'm sorry. Or when she's waking up or something, goes that is exactly what I'm picturing. Oh, goodbye. I'll have fun. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, Grace. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. That is exactly why. Don't call me out like that. Don't call me out like that, Nick. That is exactly why. It's so I feel like a proper streamer and not someone who is struggling to even get his own friends to watch his stream. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Okay, bye-bye again now. I was just popping in. That's okay. It helps with the average views of the stream. Boosts me. Not that YouTube has any sort of view or statistics when it comes to that, or it helps advertise the stream. Chat, Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad feeling. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks as she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot. You don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ah! It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Put the left arm over the shoulder. Left arm over the shoulder. Go on. Oh, okay. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri. Oh, it's cute. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. And her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L. Twitch streaming superior. Not if I want, sure, but would Doki Doki Literature Club really do that well on Twitch in today's climate? I feel like no one wants to watch Doki Doki Literature Club. I should play Doki Doki and stream on Twitch and get more viewers. I'm certified Delulu. That's the thing. Algorithm on Twitch is a lot more picky. And you're streaming in categories. Isn't that how it works on Twitch? Is that you stream into a category and people, when they want to find a stream, they go, oh, what category do you want? And they're sorted by game. So if they want to watch Fortnite, Minecraft, and just chatting, But yeah, no, I might get through this day and then I'll stop the stream for today. And maybe I wasn't recording, but if everyone wants, I will be more than happy to download the YouTube footage. I'll edit it into a video and I'll just start making videos of the next couple, the next few episodes. Unless streaming is what everyone likes, that'd be cool. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddling even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. I'm sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. God, that's me with every single person that I read alongside. No matter what, I will always read slower. Some people finish 2 pages like that, and I'm still on the first sentence. Because what happens is when you're dyslexic, you'll read a sentence, or you might read a paragraph or something, and then by the end of it, you'll go, what did I just read? So you'll reread it again, lighter, and then you'll keep reading it until you understand it, basically. Or you'll reread over. What I do is I just say it in my head. But if it's if you're doing a scan of a page, or you're glancing, and you do the page, dyslexics can't do that. You have to we have to really work hard if we want to try it. Attempt something like that. Grace was in the chat. Grace would know. Grace is dyslexic like me. Like me? Like me? That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It will take me an hour, Yuri. I hope you're that patient. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah! Thanks! We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Oh my goodness! My guy. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Whoever is writing this, I hope that he's felt the embrace of a woman. I hope, for the sake of humanity, I hope that he has. I hope he's not just pulling this all from various other sources. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but... Siri, go away! Thought that when I said Yuri, it said Siri. Hey Yuri! It did it again. Fuck off. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she... Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But, Mott, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that... Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if I haven't been looking forward to this. What did I just read? I'm sorry if you haven't been... okay. If you haven't quite been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yu releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. That's so good that he didn't crease the page. Freaking... that sets me off. When people like are reading a book or like a school book and I have to flick through a school book and the pages have been like creased in the corner as like a bookmark, that sets me off like a frog in a sock. I kid you not. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically poo out. They do not do that. They do not do that. That is not where they put their poems. They do not do that. They do not do that. They pull out their poems. Goodness. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Okay. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? If there's anyone in chat, who should I do it? I'm obviously gravitating towards Yuri for no reason whatsoever, but unless there's something else that, you know, would go off this. Like, does this have story implications or anything? I don't know. Anything that changes? I'm just gonna go Yuri. You guys too slow. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then puts up, covering her whole face. Then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Sorry guys, my voice is just... I sound like a transformer. I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poems, poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I am trying so hard to read right now. Holy crap! I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Your smiles... Yuri... No, I can't read! Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? A poem, if you will. Oh god, it's in writing. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was beautiful, Yuri. It was beautiful. I cannot go. Oh my god. I'm so sorry I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yes, it took me a long time to read, Yuri, because I am so dyslexic. An ant could learn to read faster than me. An amoeba on Saturn could put together a better sentence than I could. Okay? You don't need to point me out for it, Yuri. I'm very self-conscious about it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Thank you, Mott. At least Mott and I are on the same page. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? No, it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easily to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Whew. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ma. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it. Glance. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all that. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mom. Me too? Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was... Why am I going like the nerd voice? It's not like I said it was bad or anything. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagle. Why did the music change? Eagles can fly. Really? No way. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I think it's charming. I think it's funny. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? God, I wish someone told that to my English teacher. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. God damn. Okay, Natsuki got a point. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be easily disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? How young are you, exactly? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but... Mate, I know they specified at the start of the game that everyone is over 18, but let's just hold on to that one for a little bit. Monica. I'm up. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club or like new activities or anything, we can do better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring them up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, Mott. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. God, I feel shit's gonna go so dark. Hand Monica my poem. Great job, Mott. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why I always... It always counts when I put in some effort. Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it is just by feeling, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuance. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little... Look at that. Make noises. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yes, please. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Feel ya. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, we got the extended cut. Hole in the wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okie dokie. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words, the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just
Move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's actually great advice. Was great advice for me in school. Thanks for listening. Alright. Sayori. This is a good poem, huh? Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems if in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at least, at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ma. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. That's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh, that's my kind of poem. That's my kind of poem that ends so weirdly at the end. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if someone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch as their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem into the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Mott did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Mott liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. The spring noise. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mott appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as Mott started showing up. Hold on! Hold on. Let's just, Let's read that again. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mott started. I have that effect on some people, you know. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Mott? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not... Don't make me choose. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the first point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mott. Wait, what? There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey a complex feelings. Convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mott? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. No! So of course that's going to be... I can't choose!
watching. I can't, there's no chat to help. Help me, Sayori. He glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Aw. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me, are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri, your poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always been. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Big and beautiful. Sayori, I'm just saying now. Size don't matter. Boobs are boobs. Boobs are great. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, stares into nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt. What was that? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Okay. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what they say. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Mott! Right, got a thing for, Monica, do we? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with someone. It's awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Mott, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yay! Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Mott, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do it. It's poem writing time. Let's see if we can target. Who should we target? Let's go to Natsuki. Special. Fluffy. Joy. Rainbow. Candy. Strawberry. Pink. Chocolate. Kawaii. Lollipop. Vanilla. Happiness. Bunny. Laugh. Peaceful. Romance. Sugar. Skirt. Cute. Kitty. Doki. Alright, I'll end stream there. Oh, it's already, okay. I'm going to end stream there, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This was a fun experience. I'll stream some more when I get the time, because I don't have a streaming schedule, obviously. But yeah, lots of fun. Catch you all in the next one.